Ladies and gentlemen, we have some more updates coming in, and this time it's on the earnings front. Well, IT firm Tech Mahindra has reported its Q2 earnings and profit has jumped on a sequential basis, driven by one-off gains due to sale of property. My colleague Anisha Jain is now here with some number crunching. Anisha, what does the fine print really look like?
Well, it's a good set of numbers Tech Mahindra has reported. It's last of those IT majors that were to report numbers, and the trend of revenue execution really continues. The company has delivered a constant currency growth of 0.7% sequentially, a little better than what we expected, and the dollar revenue at $1,589 million is also slightly ahead. What is the good news is on the margin front, because the EBIT margin have come in at 9.6%. That's almost 110 basis point improvement on a year-on-year basis. We had an expectation of 9.2% thereabouts, so this is much better than that, and that's, of course, trickling down to profitability as well. Having said that, the boost in the profitability has come in from that one-off income on account of sale of land, but barring that, the operational performance has also improved. If you look at the other internals, for instance, the deal win has come in at $603 million, a bit of an improvement versus what we had seen last quarter, and broadly in range at the upper end of the range of what the street was expecting. Even in terms of the headcount, that's gone up by 6,653 on a quarter-on-quarter basis. So Tech Mahindra has added almost 6,600 headcount, and headcount is a lead indicator of growth because the company takes on more headcount only when they see visibility of employing them. So that's a good news coming in. In terms of geography, America, as was the case with the rest of the peers, was soft, so down 0.7%. It's Europe which has done well, as well as the rest of the world as well. And in terms of segments, BFSI has jumped up by 2.4% sequentially. Technology, or TMT as we call it, has done well. It's manufacturing which has been weak, and communication also has failed to pick up meaningfully, but it's a growth there. So overall, a good set coming in from Tech Mahindra, and the management comments do talk about the focus that they have on growth and profitability. So thumbs up for Tech Mahindra.
This quarter, the growth was led by communication vertical at 2.7%, followed by TME business at 5.7%, and BFSI at 2.4%. Manufacturing declined by 4% as we see softness in the auto segment. Of the 110 basis point QOQ expansion in operating margin, about 40 bips is contributed by the forex movements, and the balance 70 basis point is improvement due to Project Fortius, which drive operating efficiencies and the savings under those. We see consistent performance around increasing deal wins, revenue growth, cost optimization, and a steady cash flow generation as we continue our journey towards F27 stated targets.
There comes a time when your heart calls for you to arise. Plant your feet solid into the ground. Decide your own limits, and then break right through them. Become something more. It's my time to rise.